911. I'm out here at Carson City at the polling place where most people in Carson City are voting today. And we're just going to go walk around and talk to people and see what they're doing. And anyways, hopefully you all have voted. And if you haven't, well, you need to vote. So let's go see what people got to say. We've got Lisa Schutte for supervisor for Ward 4. We've got Harris Walls right here. We've got Lori Bagwell. We've got Jim Shirk. Hi. Life is good, isn't it? I'm just out recording stuff. We're live streaming. You're live on YouTube. We're just going around seeing what we see on election day.
We're here.
It's kind of amazing what I've seen so far.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Are there any election protection workers here?
Yes.
Those are the fun people.
Yeah. That one skinny dark-haired girl was here.
I had one try to chase me away earlier today, so.
Yeah, Andrew said he saw her down in Reno the other day, and she's here today for whatever reason.
Maybe she'll try to chase me away.
Yeah, I'm sure. They don't have a sense of humor.
Unfortunately. Did you guys hear about what happened in Washoe County? So there's this woman named Amy Powell, and she's an attorney, and she was on the Washoe County Election Ethics Board, and she was out the other day pulling up signs for Marsha Burke-Bigler. So you got somebody on the Washoe County Board that's out removing signs. Oh, and it gets better. She's got California license plates on her car. It appears she's a California bar attorney, but she's not a Nevada bar attorney. So does she even live in Nevada, but she's got a position on our election boards?
Yeah, I love it.
Hey, I do love it. That's why I did get all this shit. I'll talk to you guys later. Lucia, how are you? Life is good. Tell everybody why they should vote for you. This is Lucia Maloney. She's running for Carson City supervisor.
Hi there.
You're live on Facebook or YouTube.
That's terrifying. No, good to see you.
Yeah.
This is to bring a different perspective to the board of supervisors. I'm a mom, a small business owner.
This is baloney. We
can get rid of the baloney.
Get rid of the baloney. I like it.
Lots of things, but I know that's not our.
Get rid of the baloney. Good. Anyways, I'm just wandering around with the camera, just doing my thing.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
I was in Washoe earlier, and now I'm here.
Good to see you.
Well, I got to run again in 2 more years.
Might as well.
See you guys later.
See ya.
Michelle, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. How's it going?
Good.
You're on YouTube. You want to tell everybody why you should win?
Because I'm here for the kids. For no one else, kids is what I've done for 20 years through all the various community organizations I've been a part of the leadership, and I'm endorsed by all the people that are invested in kids because they've seen me in action and know where my heart is. So.
Cool.
Yeah,
Have fun.
Appreciate you.
It's a little cooler out here than it was in June.
Yeah. It was a little more sunshine.
Exactly. Hi, are you Kristen?
Hi, I'm Kristen.
Hi, Kristen. I'm Drew Rebar. How are you?
Good to meet you.
You're on YouTube. You want to tell everybody why you should win?
Oh, I should win because it's an important role. I'm currently in the role doing the work. I was one of the 3 candidates selected after a judicial selection committee reviewed all of the candidates for the position. I've worked at the Justice Court, the Juvenile Court, now the District Court, and the District Court supervises the Juvenile Court. So the work of that court is incredibly important, and having a person who has actual judicial experience in that role and who's handled all the types of cases that come in front of the court is important. And I've already done that, so
Nice.
thank you.
Uphold the Constitution.
That's right.
Isn't the First Amendment great? Or Article 1, Section 9. the same thing, ain't it? See you later.
In the house of the rising sun.
Yeah.
Need you to put your camera away.
Why?
Oh, they're not allowed in the polling area within a
Well, I'm not in the polling area, and I'm not electioneering, am I?
No, but here.
So I'm not electioneering, so why can't I be here?
We'll take a look at the rules here.
Okay, because
Did you get him? You got him? I don't know yet. I don't know if he's got me or if I got him. So I want to look at show them in the rules where no camera.
yeah, I'm looking right here, and you know the Attorney General Aaron Ford, he issued a statement on recording around the polling places, right?
Yeah, right there. See that one?
No cell phones.
Well, I'm going to uphold my. Is Scott around?
He is, but could you put that away until you get to talk to Scott, please?
Well, no, I'm on a live stream on YouTube, so I'm documenting the lines for the polling places. I'm not documenting any ballots. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm not inside the polling place. I'm outside the polling place.
Within 100 feet.
What's that?
Not,
Yeah. So I'm just documenting. I'm not electioneering.
Yeah, and just for the benefit of the doubt,
Well,
you don't mind just.
well, the benefit of the doubt is, would you agree our Constitution's important?
I'm not here to debate that. We don't do political speech here.
Well, I'm not-
We're just here
the
to ask you to follow the rules.
Yeah, I'm following the
That's all.
rules.
We don't know that you are, so we're asking you to show us the grace and wait until we can confirm
Yeah.
what it is that you're allowed to do and not allowed to do.
Yeah, I'm not talking to
Not-
the people in
Some
line.
people don't want their pictures taken when they're in line.
Well, they're in
And
public
so if
space.
you can't respect their autonomy, then there's a problem with that.
Well, shouldn't
That's
you
what-
respect my constitutional rights?
Well, the rules are here for a reason, so we'll just wait and have Scott.
Yeah, well, I'm just walking around. I'm not talking to anybody. And you got these guys right here. So how come they can be here but I can't be here?
I'll leave.
Oh, okay, very well.
You have a nice day, man, okay?
He wants to talk to Scott. Yeah, I told Scott, and so he should be coming out. But he said if he's within the 100 feet, then that's the
Well,
violation.
actually, the attorney. Did you read?
Oh,
Excuse me. Yeah, don't push
Pardon
into me, buddy.
I didn't see you, bud.
I'm sorry. I'm.
I don't get my
Anyways,
personal space.
did you read what the Nevada Attorney General published? So I'm not electioneering. If you look at my shirt, is your dash cam on, sir? The only thing my shirt says is media. No electioneering, just documenting and publishing. I think we've met before, haven't we? And if you guys want me to leave under threat of arrest, I will leave. Hi there.
Hey, you can't have any filming.
Why not?
100 feet.
No, the Nevada the Nevada Attorney General says
Don't
you.
argue with me because I'm just a volunteer.
Yeah.
If you want to talk to the management, they're inside.
Yeah.
You can read it right here.
Well, I don't want to go inside. I just want to record the lines.
Conduct voting at a polling place.
Right, and I'm not.
Yes, ma'am.
This is the drop-off box.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can I drop mine off real quick?
Yes.
Okay, I'm all in a panic mode. I've never been over here before, so I didn't know where to put it. Oh! Thank you, sir.
very
Have a
much.
wonderful day.
Hey, thanks. Anyway, stop filming. If you want to argue, we can bring up the management.
Well, if Scott wants to come talk to me, I'm more than happy to talk to him. But like I said, according to the Nevada Attorney General, Aaron Ford, he issued
Listen,
some orders.
I'm not an attorney. I don't know what he said.
we're just gonna-
Here's what the sign says.
Well,
That's all we're doing. okay?
Yeah, and all that I'm doing is upholding my constitutional right as a member of the press. So I appreciate it. Thank you then. Wow, they don't like me walking around with a camera looking at the line.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you? You want to answer some questions for me? It's your Lisa, right? I'm Drew. You've probably seen me around. Tell everybody why they should vote for you.
Because I am a bridge builder. I listen to everyone and I pay attention to what the problem is and how to best address it.
Okay.
I love Carson. I was born and raised here. I'm committed to this community and just want to do the best I can for it.
So what did you think of my offer when I offered to resolve a lawsuit with Carson City? How come that was never put on the agenda or talked about?
I don't know because I didn't make the decision to
Yeah,
put it on the agenda.
I
but
could go ask Lori probably.
Yeah, you can talk to her. Yeah.
So I just want to change some policies. And so I made an offer to the council and nobody ever followed up or did anything. And well, I'm going to do another video on Carson City and that lawsuit right now because Carson City's attorney, Catherine, she's trying to get the thing dismissed now. And I did a response. So I'm going to publish that. And if it does get dismissed, then I'm going to appeal to the Ninth Circuit and move on and just try to hold people accountable because I don't think that Carson City Sheriff should be hotboxing people. You might agree with that or not. But it's pretty. Did you ever watch the video?
I did not.
Yeah, you should watch it. I go into the patrol car not sweating and I come out of the patrol car drenched. It was pretty interesting experience. Everybody should try getting hotboxed. You know, Carson City. Or not. Well, you know, if the Carson City Sheriff does it to you, though, you know, it seems like standard practice. Yeah. Anyways, good luck.
Hey, much obliged.
We'll see what happens.
Thank you.
Republican killed 2024 bipartisan border security bill. I'm just reading. How are you guys?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. You moved from there to here.
Well, because I wanted to be outside the electioneering zone, and they were telling you to move, and you said to me, "Why is this guy standing here?" And so I moved out, so you would take my lead and move outside the electioneering zone as well.
Well, I'm just kind of walking around. See, because my whole thing is
just what I'm
well, you're observing, and I appreciate that. Make sure everybody's doing things right, no mistakes are made. And I'm just documenting media to make sure no mistakes are made. So I'm just operating under the First Amendment.
That's good.
So, you know, the Constitution, I think we should all love it and, you know, embrace it. After all, weren't Democrats were for free speech for many, many decades, right?
Aren't we now?
Gee, I thought so.
I think so.
Well, my personal concern doing this.
Watch out!
Thank you.
Yeah, you may not want to stand here.
What is your organization that you're?
Oh, I'm just simply run a little YouTube channel, Auditing Reno 911, and I just document government. That's pretty much all that I do is document government, my interactions, and show what's right, show what's wrong, and then people that watch the channel, they can decide if they like it or don't like it. And it's the great way to get.
It's a nice stand you got there. Everyone stands. I like it.
Yeah, it works fairly well.
Not bad. It looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I'm
Anyway,
Got no ill intention. I was just photographing the line over there, not talking to anybody. I think you saw that.
Oh, I did. It's just there's the electioneering zone.
Well,
you were right to point out. I was on my way out and I was talking to my friend.
Yeah. Well, electioneering is a very specific thing. Like your shirt, my shirt has
my
nothing.
Shirt says election protection.
Yeah,
election protection
and my
is a
shirt says
nonpartisan organization.
ACLU.
No, I'm with the ACLU. Election protection actually is not with the ACLU. It's a different organization. Election protection. I'm with the ACLU. I'm a volunteer at ACLU Nevada, and I'm part of this our election protection project. But this one here, 866 Our Vote, that's a national organization that prepares information about election laws for all 50 states. And there's Republicans and Democrats and independent lawyers who are involved in preventing these laws. And each state has a write-up, and it's very complete information. I think you could probably find it online. It's very interesting, but just so you know, there are separate organizations. And for this election, what we want
too many different organizations to count, I think.
Well,
that's what I've seen.
Well, that's the United States.
That's a cool truck.
That's the United States. You know about the Toke bill?
The Tuck bill?
The Toke bill.
Toke bill.
There's a his name. Oh yeah. Well,
hadn't heard of that one.
There's a guy named Alexei de Tocqueville who was a political scientist in the 1840s, and he wrote a famous book called American Democracy. It's one of the most famous books about our country. He was French, and he came to the United States in the 1840s, and he wrote about what he saw about American democracy and our political system. And one of the things de Tocqueville writes about, it's famous in the 1840s, he said that what America's really unique for is all the organizations. And at that time particular, people were joining all these organizations. I mean, there's a decline in that in our age. But the idea of like bowling leagues or, Chamber of Commerce or, this, that, and the other.
The Elks.
Exactly. So Alexis de Tocqueville was writing about that as a French person looking at American democracy and saying, this is something that's really unique about this country, because it was obviously not the same in Europe. And anyway, if you're interested in politics, it's an 1840s book that's considered one of the classics of political science.
Oh, cool.
Even today.
No, I appreciate it. I hadn't heard of it before.
I'm
very interested in politics.
No, check it out. He's one of the geniuses of the field.
Because to me, politics dictates the person that's at the top of the food chain. And to me, what's most important is our constitutional rights: due process, free speech, right to bear arms, the first 10 amendments, and beyond. But what are our rights? Because the Constitution protects your rights, protects my rights, and laws restrict your rights and restrict my rights. And I'm interested in seeing all of our rights protected above the laws that keep getting put down upon us to control us all. I'm more about liberty, and I question the Constitution. The Constitution says we're guaranteed liberty. But what liberties do we really have left in our society? Is driving a privilege, or is it a liberty? As just one small example.
Well, I think it's reasonable that people should be expected to get a license to drive.
Right, but
that's an infringement on liberty.
On liberty.
To have to get a license, but it protects people against. There's a certain minimal level where people are disqualified to be able. I think it reduces the number of accidents.
Right.
So I think there's a balance.
I think so too. I just think, in my opinion, that I think that, like with Nevada DMV, that they've taken away any aspect of liberty and made everything a privilege, or with having any job in the state of Nevada. Most jobs in the state of Nevada require some type of licensing or some background check, a police card, whatever. And so to even make money in the state of Nevada, you've got to get some type of license. So is the ability to make money, support your family, is that a liberty, or is that now a privilege?
Well, in my profession, I have to get a license too, but what the license does is establish a certain level of professionalism, and the people who pay me for my services, it's good for them.
What do you do?
I'm an attorney.
Oh, okay. So then you may know this question. So a woman named Amy Powell.
No.
Haven't heard that name?
Well, if you tell me more, it might.
Well, she was on the election, I think it's called the Election Integrity Board in Washoe County.
Yeah, the one who was fired.
Yeah.
She was fired like a week ago or something.
A few days ago.
Yeah.
Because of a video that I published, because she was out there pulling up signs.
Oh, that's not what I read.
Well, I can share the video with you. I know she was out there pulling up Marsha Burkbigler signs.
I don't know that to be true.
Yeah.
So I don't know that to be true, and that's not what I read.
Right.
But I can't spend time.
No, I will dig.
I actually have a job.
Let me dig into a different one for you with regards to licensing of attorneys. Let's go to, I think it's Washington State, and Washington State's no longer requiring certain levels of education to go take the bar and pass the bars. I've read that. Have you heard anything about that?
Most states do require that you have a degree from a certified law school in order to take the bar. And one of the reasons for doing that is to stop people from just selling degrees that are worthless. So that seems quite reasonable to me, because that way I could just, if it wasn't that way, I could just, and I had a lot of money, I could just pay, get a worthless degree, and I think the people who hired my services would be less protected. I do personally think having a base qualification for attorneys makes a lot of sense.
No, I'm just wondering, because I look at it, because I've utilized a lot of attorneys in my world doing what I do. I own a business, so.
Oh, what kind?
I own a towing company, so.
Oh, great.
So, for example, my argument for fewer restrictions and fewer licensing is, in my business, I'm one of 10 people in Northern Nevada that have licensing that I have. Mm-hmm. And it's very, very difficult to obtain my licensing. And I look at it and I'm going, shouldn't a young man be able to go out and buy some equipment, learn how to do this, and go operate a business without having to go through a year's worth of a process to obtain a license to be able to go and support his family? And admittedly, this licensing scheme has protected me and made me money. But is it really the right thing for our society? Or for hairdressers, do people really need to go through all of this training to cut hair, to know how to, not cut somebody and protect the public? So are we currently over-regulated, whether it's from hairdressers to bartenders that need food service cards, to attorneys, to law enforcement, to seems like every profession, from the car salesman that needs to obtain a license to sell cars, to your profession or a medical profession. Every step of a way to make a living seems to have a regulation. And my question is simply, is that a good thing? Or could we have more productivity from people if we had fewer restrictions on licensing and less state control as far as how people were making money?
That's an interesting question. As far as towing, I don't know what you guys have to do, but I feel, I don't know if it's overboard or it's just right or it's not enough. But I would say that some regulation is justified. What I might say is I feel good about the fact that you have some base level of knowledge that you've shown in order to, let's say, tow cars during a blizzard, which I bet you end up doing in your profession.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I've got a.
Thank you for talking to me. I appreciate it. What kind of law do you do?
I'm a tech lawyer.
Tech lawyer?
Yeah.
Have a good one, man. Good conversation. How are you?
I'm good.
So you guys are the Harris Walls people? The Democrats?
Yeah.
So we got the Democrats here and the Republicans down there. I just appreciate everybody coming out and letting people vote.
All right.
I'm just simply here to document it and see what people say.
Okay.
And then the people watching the channel, they can decide if they like it or they don't like it.
They can. Okay. Well, have a good day then.
It's the Democrat process right here on YouTube.
Democratic process. Yeah.
Democratic, or should we say the process of our republic?
Okay.
We are a republic, right?
We are, as far as I know. Take care.
Representative society. Thank you. So who do you guys represent? Voter advocates?
Yes.
So who are you representing? What are you trying to achieve? What's your
Information and direction. It's nonpartisan, so we're just guiding people. If the line's too long, there's a pointing out that there's a voter location. It's
there we go. So you're reaching out mainly to the Hispanic population then?
Everyone.
Everybody? Have you had many people need help?
I don't know. This is my first time being here, and so I don't know. Probably a dozen while we've been here on shift.
What's the most common question?
I don't know. That varies. Where is it?
The most common so far is, where do I go to drop my vote off that's already filled out?
Here, I'll point to it. Right over there. Thanks for answering my questions, you guys.
Sure.
Appreciate it. Have a good one. Hey, Jim. Hi. Jim, we're live on YouTube. Tell everybody why you should be mayor.
Because I'm a better person, I'll run the company better. The city better, and I'll oversee things.
Well, the city is a corporation.
It is, but it's overseen by the mayor. There's a lot of input from the mayor as to how the agenda items come forward, what goes through, and how the city spends the money. And that's the biggest thing, is the budget. We need to look at that. The budget's very important.
Move over here so you're not facing the sun.
Sorry. You know, it's just, I've lived here 22 years and I've seen so much change within this time frame. And with the small town we used to have, it's diminishing, it's falling apart. And we can't get any answers or replies on how our money's being spent. We need a better overview of how our budget's being spent, and we can't get it. And the roads are just terrible.
Yep.
And it's $21 million deficit, and 10 years ago it was only like, I think $9 or $10 million. But it's like doubled in the last 10 years, and there's just no need for this. We need better management of our tax dollars.
Exactly. So anyways, everybody, if you haven't voted in Carson City yet, I would ask you to come out, and I support Jim Shirk. Vote for Jim Shirk for mayor.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thanks, Jim.
Have a good
See you later, man. I'm back kind of where I started. They really got upset when I walked over there with my camera. They did. It's kind of sad.
Yeah, that's weird.
They said I'm electioneering. I'm going, well, I say media. I'm not talking about a candidate. I can record this. Anyways. Well, you guys have a fun day. I think I'm going to go find a hamburger and
Actually, this
candy burgers.
that was a good one.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I want to try it. So. Good seeing you guys. And I hope you win.
Thank you.
Trying to get exit interviews, it's not going.
What's that?
I'm trying to get exit interviews, it's not going super well, but
No?
nobody wants to do it.
Scott, how are you?
Can you just stand behind the 100-foot line for me, please, Drew?
Oh, I wasn't talking to anybody. I was just documenting how big the line was.
Okay, I just going.
Well, and I think I thought Attorney General Ford, he came out with a memorandum here a couple days ago that he said cameras even inside the polling places are good as long as you're not interfering or documenting the ballots.
Yeah, cameras are not allowed.
That's why I'm not going inside the polling place. But outside, I thought everything was fine. And
yeah, if you could just try to stay behind the 100-foot line, I would greatly appreciate it.
And I'm not talking to anybody. My shirt isn't doing a candidate.
I know, Drew. You're good.
I'm just doing my thing, Scott.
Okay, I'll come get that number.
And I do have a question for you, though, on another topic. So in Washoe County, there's been an issue recently with election integrity board, or what is that board called?
We have a counting board, a duplication board, and adjudication board that actually counts and does all the work in the office.
there's an election integrity group, but other than that, I don't know. We don't have an election integrity.
Oh, yeah, this
board.
one, yeah, because there was a gal in Washoe County that was pulling up signs, and she was on the Washoe County board, but she was out pulling signs and she just got fired. So
Weird.
I didn't know if Carson City was doing the same thing or not, but yeah.
No, the only thing is city property is the park. So if someone put signs in the grass, the city would probably ask, hey, please take the signs out of the grass. But they're past the 100-foot line, so they can electioneer all they want. And then we have park rangers just helping us with traffic control more than anything.
Cool.
It's just going to get busy.
Yeah.
So I know what's the deal.
Drew's just standing here.
Does he have to be on the other side of the 100 foot?
I would prefer him to be, but if he wants to be here, that's fine. He's just not talking to anybody.
Yeah, electioneering, as I've read the laws very specifically, as long as I'm not talking about a candidate endorsing anybody, that's electioneering, and all that I'm simply doing is exercising First Amendment.
I know, but we're trying to keep voters anonymous too, with cars and license plates and things like that. So just, we're trying to respect their privacy too.
I know I took a picture of a crowd once and they had a fence. Hey, you took my picture, you know, so I understand.
You know, I know. You know.
I know, you know, we all know. See you later, Scott. Have fun, man. Okay, so that was our little live stream here. Thanks for tuning in. That's what's going on in Carson City. And I appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe, like, do all that other good stuff that makes the YouTube algorithm happy, and support the channel. I appreciate it. Have a good day.